Yo guys, welcome to The Last Lap. Don't forget to drop a lovely, juicy 5-star rating if you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Bad PR 63, actually, to be honest, this week.
Negative PR 63. Yeah, it wasn't helped by a certain quote that was doing the rounds, which I'm going to try my best to find really quickly on the Sky Sports F1 channel, which they kind of set him up for defeated, didn't they?
Yeah, well, the thing is, for those that don't know, George was invited by Simon Lazenby on Sky to do a lie detector test.
Which Lewis did earlier this year, didn't he?
Yeah, so Lewis did his. I'm guessing they filmed it at probably the same time. And it went out this week, and George was asked some tough questions. I'm not gonna lie, about his teammate, about his season, all that sort of jazz. And I think people have taken.
Well, should we listen to it?
Yeah, we'll listen to it, but some people haven't reacted well to it, and I'm sure the people will.
I'll play the full little clip. So the first question is quite reasonable, and he gives quite a reasonable response.
Yeah.
This is the greatest driver of all time.
Do you think Lewis is the greatest of all time? Yes.
Fair enough. Okay. And the result of the lie detector test is that he was telling the truth, which is good. That's nice. So he genuinely does believe that Lewis is the greatest of all time.
Fair. I don't know how much credit I give to lie detectors.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Are you faster than Lewis? Now, yes.
Now, yes. Now, there is a lot to unpack in that, because it's like, obviously...
What does he say?
Yeah. First of all, he's set up for disaster.
No, I'm slower than my teammate.
Yeah, no, I'm shit, mate. Sorry about that.
You're meant to be replacing Lewis to the point you're bringing you in as you're the next Lewis to carry on.
Can I just straight off the bat just say what I think about it?
Go on.
I don't care. Not in a way of like, but I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Like, if you what are you gonna do? You can't go, oh nah, sorry mate, I'm slower.
Yeah.
And if you're getting at him for that, think about it. Yeah. Have a word with yourself, because he can't just come out and go, sorry mate, Lewis is quicker.
Yeah.
He has to, even if it's not factually correct. All the lie detector is do you believe that you're faster? And of course he has to. He has to believe he's quicker than his teammate.
That question, are you faster than your teammate? Maybe apart from Stroll. If you ask any driver that question, they're going to say, yes, I am.
Yeah. And I think the wording of his answer actually arguably makes it a bit better. Now, yes. He's not saying he's faster than prime Lewis Hamilton. Mm-hmm. He's not saying he's better than 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton's entire career.
Yep.
He's not saying he's the greatest, the GOAT, if you will, like a certain Alex Albon, who, that was a GOAT performance, I can't lie. You know, he's saying, as things stand right now, I reckon I got more pace than him.
Yeah.
That's calm. Lewis is at the end of his career. George is like, not in his prime, but he's like heading towards it.
Yep.
He's in a quick car. He's got a lot of confidence. I back it. You got to back yourself.
Yeah, I'd question it more if he said no.
Could you imagine if he said no?
I'm slower than my teammate.
And it wasn't true. So in actuality, he thinks yes.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, the other way round. If he said, yes, I'm quicker.
Yeah.
But in reality, he thought no.
Yeah.
Because now mentally, he actually doesn't think. And he's still been a dickhead for no reason. So that would be worse.
This is the thing, right? To get to this stage, to get even close to Formula One, you need to have some like crazy mindset. It's the same with any sport, right? To get to the very top, it's not just a physical game. It's a mental game. You have to have that approach, and you have to have that desire. And George has shown that he's uncompromising, many a time on track. And yeah, that's what Mercedes, that's what Toto will want to hear. And that's what you want from your driver, if your driver is the one who's going to be the one to take on that lineage and carry the torch, which are, no one's under any, they would have kept Bottas if they wanted to keep it. Lewis has said that Valtteri is his favourite teammate. And a big part of why Valtteri, I'm sure, was his favourite teammate is because Valtteri almost always played ball. And when he didn't play ball, it was a bit awkward.
Yeah, but it was easy, wasn't it? Just slap him up every weekend and get to work. Have some porridge, and the next morning you were golden.
And this is, I know that, George, in the same way that I think, George coming in to Lewis's team that Lewis has dominated for so long, he's put it about, and he's not always been the most kind of, especially compared to Bottas, not been the most kind of pliable and reasonable teammate at times. I think he's overstepped the mark. I think sometimes he pushes a bit too hard. I get it. Why? But you know, there is a changing of the guard coming. He knows it's going to be eventually, and he wants to assert that. No, for example, right? If George thinks that maybe, okay, are they thinking about Leclerc? Like, if I don't do enough to really be like, I'm the guy to take you forward, then do they think about someone else? Do they think about Charles Leclerc maybe? Or, okay, Lewis is going to retire, and then let's maybe pick up Charles, because Charles is a proven multiple-time race winner. Could have challenged more for the title last year if Ferrari didn't fuck it up so bad. Yeah. Like I'm sure George has got to think about that, right?
Yeah, of course. You've got to play the mental game when you're doing this sort of thing. You know, not only will he actually believe, of course he's going to believe. Like, sportsman mentality, you've got to believe that you're the best in your field, right?
Of course.
But it is also the tactical game as well. He knows the seat's going to probably become available soon at Mercedes, and he wants to know that he's going to be the number one. He's going to be the guy in that team. And also, I don't think Lewis, if you're Lewis and you see that interview, you're not going to go, man, he's so disrespectful.
No,
it's just going to motivate him to actually.
Because Lewis will think the same.
Of course, yeah.
Lewis thinks he's going to be like, look, every driver would say the same.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not, then there's an issue.
Yeah.
Like fundamentally,
no self-confidence.
No, you've got to back yourself. So you know what? Like, I know, because George catches some strays. Look, we're all in, like, come on, George Russell's like good crack. He's a good like character in F1.
Yeah,
I like seeing him about.
But what I will say is,
go on, what
didn't age well this weekend though, did it?
It didn't.
No,
it was quite. Yeah, the fact that came out, and then literally I mean, I think Sky Sports posted that at about 6 p.m.
Yeah, and by 8 he was 18. So there you go.
Unforced error in the wall, sausage curb, not good.
Yeah, it was a weird one really. He just obviously bounced over the sausage curb, but it felt savable. It felt savable. Like even
we all know your driving credentials.
Yes, as a man that definitely has a driver's license.
I saw you in that KA.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't want to be in the KA, honestly. I think it looked like, again, it was a replay in it, but it looked like he got on the sausage curb and was like, yeah, I'm going wide here, but not too wide. It just stamped on the power and just like lost the back end and then hit the wall.
Yeah, there was more two corrections there.
Verstappen did the exact same thing later in the race and was like, oh, almost binned it, but didn't really come close to actually hitting the wall.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate, but it was. Yeah,
but I think that speaks as well. Error. You know, we know that Lewis, based off the team radio, and I'm assuming the same was like them two were pushing.
Yeah,
them two were pushing hard. Max probably wasn't pushing because he knows he probably doesn't, because he's got that ability within himself and within the car to win a race by 10 seconds, even with a safety car, and it all looked pretty calm.